Well, Chad, I was going to spare you from the boredom of recruitment, but you know what? Screw it. We're going to keep going here tonight and start up this next season, so there is that. If you ever go to Yellowstone, don't try to be like idiots and pet a buffalo. Yeah, I wouldn't. I prefer to leave animals alone. Let's look over the newest version of the Wyoming Cowboys here for 2032. You would have already seen at quarterback, we have billion-dollar bottle job, put me out of my misery, Frank Grimes, Space Cowboy, and Red Dead Interception. Will obviously be redshirting the sophomore. At running back, Saddle Light Dish. Who's that Pokemon? Nicole Bach and Silicon Red. We'll redshirt the two new recruits as well. At fullback, Surfer Sting. As we'll redshirt handle with care. At wide receiver, Al Capone. Crazy Monstrosity. Microwave Sounds. Litavius Pullman. How do you like me now? Can I pass to Frank? Which is funny because now we have a quarterback named Frank. This guy was named first. Howie Do the Thing and Matt Rempe's Punch Out. At tight end, Wild Bull Buchanan, Merle's Hook Hand, and Mesh Chaps. To be honest, we're going to take a risk at tight end and redshirt both of these guys so that we get 2 really strong years out of them. So we might end up having fullbacks play tight end, but that's okay. Or a fullback. At left tackle, Hoof-Hearted and Eat More Chicken. At left guard, Mongolian Warlord, Fat Guy, Little Coat, and Rumors of My Demise. At center, Marky Mark Funky Bunch, God Dang Hot Dog, Endless Disappointment, and Retired for Vice President. At right guard, Scruffy Scruffington and Freddie McDonough. And at right tackle, Cletus Cornwood with Wayne Kerr. Wanka! Wanka! Never forget Numb Legs the second. How could you? How could you possibly? Thank you for the bits, by the way. At left end, Texas Stadium Hole in the Roof, Only Hams, Henry Rowan Gartner, and Swift Kick in the Nads. We also have Ash Crandrews. At right end, Fuck Around, Find Out, Sippin' on Mountain Dew, Bully Na China Shop, and Harry Trotter. Defensive tackle, Hullabaloo Hank, Karen Rogers, tremendous, Iranian Helicopter, and Six Fingers Steve. I guess we'll play Karen Rogers and Redshirt Steve. Although, you know what? I mean, we'll have other defensive ends that can play. It's more important to have Karen Rogers as a great player longer term. So, Steve, you're going to play this year. Congratulations. At linebacker, Jack Bo Manhorse, Crash is my beta cuck, and Benna Longtime. Middle linebackers, Genghis Khan John Wayne, Mountain Dew Baja Blast, Bring Out the Monster, and Fred Warner. On the right side, Lil Red Wagon, David Bowie, and Emu Riding Cowboy, our resident Australian. At corner, Toogie the Third, also a bug kid. Squeezy Jaqueezy the Second, Christian Cage son. Aiden Go Wait My Baby, Frau Belucher, and Get Along Little Toogie. Fred has an apostrophe, so I know for a fact that he's a custom player. That's why. At safety, Glue Factory, Darby Stitches, and Moistus Alou. Tremendous name. On the other side, Son of a Submariner, and Pecos Bill. Your kicker, Kim Kardashian. Your punter, the Knights Who Say Nigh. Or knee, or nay, should you prefer. Obviously, still a, certain reference. It's a hell of a team. Our schedule's already been decided. I know it's nay, but I'm just saying I could pronounce it the way it's spelled. There's plenty of ways. That said, okay. It's me. It's nay. It's watch me. Perfect. I knew I could get people arguing in chat. Yes. Argue, chat. Argue. It works by saying all the different ways it could be pronounced. Argue, chat. Argue. Anyway. Tight end. Yeah, we have a center playing tight end, but at least he can block. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, Monstrosity is our return man. That's, yep. Okay. The roster's actually looking pretty good. In terms of the board, though... Bamboozled you idiots for the engagement. We already looked at athletes. Let's see if there are any quarterbacks out there this year that we might be able to bring in. Anybody at all? Anybody at all? Oh my God, please. There we go. We got Joel Watson. Feel like he's the only guy so far, unless I missed somebody, but no one in chat said anything. Fields doesn't want to come here. James Jackson, Langford's too low of an overall, even though he's a sophomore. Well, he is a sophomore. Nah, he's too low of an overall. We gotta have high standards. Carlton Stanley, Nick Woodard, Adam Bass, or Bass if you prefer. Okay, I mean we got quarterback options to look at least. I can't guarantee that anyone's particularly good. We do have options to look at. And yeah, I didn't miss anybody. There just weren't any 3-stars. That's a shame. Let's see, running backs. Anybody at running back this year? Anybody? Not looking good so far. Not looking good. Anybody at all? Please? All right, so far, a bit disappointed. We do get Rod Patton. Trey Robinson, Cedric Phillips. Clayton Williams, Clint Woods. Fullbacks. Do we have anybody at fullback? Referee, Paul Turner. Certainly need a fullback, but they could always be a converted tight end. We got Justin Morgan. 70 overall, Dan Melton. That's not bad. 67 rated Leon Harris, but he doesn't want to come here. And wide receivers. I wish we could go after that 5-star. We're number 1 on his goddamn board, and I can't go after him. It'll always be depressing. Always. But that's the name of the game. That is the name of the challenge. Man, yeah, in terms of any luck with like high-rated 3-stars, that is just not happening. Whew, we have had some rough luck so far on the recruitment side of things. We can't even go after Joe Hall, who was the player that we were waiting for. He's not available to us. Hell of a lot of wide receivers in the pool this year, though. My God. We do get Pierre Franklin. Jonathan Tate. Zach Logan, we can't even go after. Todd Parks, can't go after John Blount. Terrence Samuel, Ramon West. Anybody else? Ethan Nichols, come on. Kevin Cooper. I feel like I missed somebody because I looked at chat for a second. Chat's still doing chat things. Another 67, Clifford Frank. Joe Gray, Kenny Brown. All right, a lot of wideout options, but we are going to need improved OVRs. That is for sure. I think that was probably our last guy there. Yeah, all right, let's go see. Let's go see who we have so far. Do we have anybody half decent? So quarterback, Watson doesn't make the cut. Jackson definitely doesn't make the cut. Stanley, -13. That is one of the sharpest drop-offs I've seen. Woodard's a -9. And Bass is a -6. Okay, so we don't have a single natural quarterback to try to recruit this year. Running backs, Patton doesn't make the cut. Robinson doesn't make the cut. Phillips is a gem, thank God. Williams doesn't make it. Clint Woods doesn't make it. Wow. Fullbacks. Morgan falls short. Melton also falls short. Wow. Okay, this could be a scary year. I already scouted the athletes, right? Because we're only down to a couple. Yeah. Wide receivers, we won't be able to look at everybody here. Franklin's out. Tate is out. And Parks survives. All right. Everything has been set up for a new season. We do still have a bit more recruitment to do. 2032. What is it? Season 20 in Wyoming or some shit like that? Close enough. Damn. Damn. Bam. All right, let me catch up on chat. Actually, nah, fuck it. I don't care. Number 23 in the nation. For the first time in a long time, we have a week 1 bye week, which is good. That gives us more time in terms of recruitment. Let's finish looking at those wide receivers, and then we'll move on to the other spots. Let's see. Terrence Samuel doesn't make it. Oh my God. The vast majority of players we have been looking at, they are falling off of our board like flies for not hitting the overall threshold we need them to hit. Which again is at least a 70. We might have lower standards this year. Jack Cliff Notes was Reaver made a comment about losing a war to birds, and I made a retort about the Dorito baby being pressed. You know, fair play. Fair play. I can't even argue. I mean, what is the retort to that? I don't think there can be one. One is clearly more embarrassing than the other, and it doesn't involve avians. Oh boy, this is not shaping up to be a great recruitment class unless all the good players that we need are on defense. Raver, give it time. Give it time, buddy. Well, plenty of time for things to go wrong. Recently learned Liechtenstein once went to war with 80 people and returned with 81. I've actually heard that before, which is very funny. I don't know a fucking thing about Liechtenstein. Other than one, really fun name to say. And two, that it exists. I imagine it's a nice place to live. Let's be honest, most of Europe is relatively nice to live in. Yeah, I don't know a goddamn thing about Liechtenstein. If that guy is actually an 81, I might have a heart attack. Oh, baby. Okay, we have started to find the talent. Coincidentally, it's on the offensive line, which is never a bad thing. Jeff Hairston, D. Lewis. Monaco's amazing to live in if you're rich, I'm sure. But then again, is it? Well, then again, if you're rich and smug, you're probably around rich and smug people all the time, so it probably doesn't stand out. But oh, I don't know, man. That idea of like, oh, you want a giveaway to experience Monaco and the F1 GP and all this shit, and it's just like, I don't want to be around all of these fucking pretentious dickbags all day. No thanks. I'd rather go to a bar across the border in one of the other countries and watch it with actual fucking fans of the sport, you know? But that's just me. That's just me. Probably. Let's see for the guards, because I accidentally hit the B button because I hit my controller on the bottom of my desk. Got the John Justice, great name. Shout out to Mike Flanagan, top-notch director. Love me some Mike Flanagan. Love it. Also, the racing at Monaco sucks. Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's like individual laps are impressive, but yeah, for the most part, you can't do much. I mean, you know, the experience of the race quality there is just dropped because the cars have gotten fucking massive. There you go, Reaver and I on the same page. Yeah. That's exactly the reason. The cars are fucking monstrosities nowadays. There's just no room to move. Let's see, Dustin Ford, Tommy Jacobs, anybody else? All right, I said we had found the quality, and then it started to disappear. Fortunately. Like, really started to disappear. And at center. Anybody? Ricky Livingston. Chris Haynes. Okay, the quality's back. Quality's back. Matt Royal doesn't want to be here. Chad Barrett does. We got Chris Bird. Dirty Bird. All right, let's go see what else the recruitment situation is looking like. Because offensively, it started off kind of rough. Tight ends. Bo Wilson just misses. Prince Harris just misses. Cody, take it easy. We got Dan Eaton. He misses as well. And Jamal Jordan on a single quality tight end. At tackle, Robert Means. Still really good, but not amazing. Rashad Petty is amazing. Hairston just makes the cut. D. Lewis, not bad. Woo! Calvin Smith. Oh my god, the offensive line help. Let's fucking go. I will never complain about potentially elite offensive linemen. And we are looking good in that regard. What about at center? All right, Haynes misses the cut. So does Barrett. So does Bird. All right, defensive end. Defensive end. God. What do we got? Shout out to Cornelius Jones. Who will be our first JUCO? Again, I hope to be able to do this challenge on CFB 25, and I hope that they give us a sortable option for whether or not someone is a JUCO, much like you can sort by bench, squat, and all that shit. That would be great. That would save me so much time. Fortunately, we're getting more eligible JUCOs that are declining to come here. I can't help but think it's because our program prestige dropped a little bit. I think, again, that's us suffering the effects of losing to Utah, unfortunately. Which means this is a big, big season. We're going to need a bowl win. Pretty much guaranteed. So, shout out to Michael Mayo. Nick Ruffin. Oh, Ruffin's such a good name for a defensive player. Jonathan Washington doesn't want to be here. We got Randy Hayden. Charles Turner. It wasn't him. It was Kevin Patterson. We got Brian Green. Jim Ward. Quite a few defensive ends that we can search over here. Defensive tackle. We got a DT. And I think to date we have still only seen the 1 4-star JUCO, and again 5-star is like the ultimate unicorn in this game. I don't even think it's possible. All the seasons that we've simmed. We got Ronnie Swanson. Garrett Bonner not wanting to come here is very unfortunate. Clint Mays is great. Scott Johnson. LeBaire. Terrence. Okay, we're getting some talent at defensive tackle. At least possibilities. They might be shit, but not bad. Williams. Wasn't there a senator or something in Missouri that lost to a dead guy? Probably. I know there are some people, I'd vote for a dead guy over them. You know? You know? All right, let's see. Offensive line. We already looked at all you guys. That's right. Defensive line. Bryant is bust. Moses is great. Anderson, not good enough. Michael Mayo, bust. Aiden just misses the cut. Patterson just misses the cut. Green misses the cut. Jim Ward misses the cut. So one good defensive end. DT, anybody over a 70? Clint Mays. Damn. Terrence Lewis, nope. Trevor Williams, also a no. So we do have a lot of guys who are just about at that 70 overall kind of threshold that we install for ourselves here. So there might be quite a few people that we have to go back and look at afterwards, you know, after putting the initial effort into getting the top tier recruits that we have available to us here. We got a linebacker. Anything at all? Anything? Anybody? Everybody. Ross Dixon. Hey, code word Dixon. 78 overall, 3-star. That's not bad at all. My God. Anybody else, though? Come on. Gotta be somebody, right? Marcus Williams, but he doesn't want to be here. Bryant White. Ooh, 70 overall, Joe Hawthorne. If he's better than that, he'll be awesome. Joe Dortch. What a name. Bo Perry. And that's probably it. Yes, it is. Middle linebackers. Anybody. Somebody. Anybody find me a middle linebacker to love? Marty Washington. Could be that guy. Ooh, another 3. Okay, middle linebacker, you know. We're getting some decent options here. I like it. We also got Sean Wilson, but he doesn't want to come here. Jared Clements, not terrible. Myrick doesn't want to come here. Corners. Mighty Joe Young. Who else do we have at corner? Oh my God, I thought that was a 4-star. It's 3-star Dennis Muse, but he's showing up as a 78. That's fucking awesome. If he's actually that good. And if we can get him. Anybody else at corner? A lot of 3-stars. Not looking good, though. Oh, I just, like, super skipped accidentally. Anybody else? Not looking good, folks. Not looking good. We do got Ryan Williams, a sophomore. That's another key for us. A lot of these guys this year are sophomores rather than juniors. Just gives them more time to progress. Dave Harris doesn't want to be here. 55, 64, 65 Carl Presley. Whole lot of corners and nobody good. Whole lot of teeth and no toothbrush. All right, linebackers. Dixon. Oh my God, he's top target. Bryant White makes the cut. Hawthorne just misses. Dortch doesn't make it. Bo Perry doesn't make it, but Ross Dixon. Absolutely a top target. Washington's still pretty good. Denman's still really good. Clement misses the cut. So we have two, like, elite linebackers. Muse is a great corner. Williams makes it. Sullivan absolutely makes it. Presley doesn't. So last thing we have to check out, safeties and the special teams. And then this is ready to go for a new season. But damn, Austin Matthews of Brent, Florida. The mustache himself. Let's see, anybody else? Oh, Mexico. Sean Simmons could be pretty good. We got Adam Hill. Yeah, safety is continuing to be a pretty weak position for us here, unfortunately. Not ideal. Yeah, like top-notch safeties are just tough to get. We do have Joe Fisher. Ooh, hello, Brennan Hobbs. That guy could be a beast. And Jay Thomas. Okay, never mind. Out of nowhere, we get some quality at safety and potentially a lot of it. Kurt Lumpkin doesn't want to be here. Okay, we'll save kickers and punters until I have more spaces available on the board. So let's see. For corners. We already looked at you, of course. So safety, Simmons doesn't make the cut. Hill doesn't make the cut. Shit. That's not great. And then strong safety. Fisher's good. Hobbs is elite. Okay, you know, we have life here in this challenge. If we can lock down the vast majority of these very high-rated recruits, this shouldn't take too much longer for us to finally break through. Last thing to check, kicker and punter. So we got Justin Williamson, John Thompson, Joey Hicks, Victor Webb, Brandon Townsend, Mike Dunlap, Jason Brown. Go check all of them because we have very few spots on the board left. We'll check the punters. Williamson, not bad. Thompson. Hicks looking good. Victor Webb, you're out of here. Townsend, you're out of here. Dunlap, you're out of here. And I didn't even notice Brown was that bad, but yeah, he's out of here too. All right, 28 players on the board, of at least a 70 overall or above. What do we got for punters? The final thing to check, since we checked athletes first. Come on now. No punters. Okay, that makes it pretty easy then. 25 scholarships, 28 targets. Pretty straightforward. Let's start just like mass sending out scholarships. There's a thing on this game where you could just force them into committing day one. There is a... Oh, that's right. I shouldn't be sending out scholarships. I forgot I had the ability. But yes, there is. If you're in the lead for somebody and you offer them a scholarship when you're in first, you have a chance to get them to insta-commit. You know, I knew I was forgetting to do something, and I totally forgot about that ability. I don't know why. Probably because I haven't had to go to the tree too much. So we won't send scholarships to these guys. We only wasted 18 of them. So, let's get 5 points bare minimum onto everybody just to get that initial interest in there. I don't know how I always forget about the Saban effect ability. Every time. Yeah, Regulus, you saved me a little bit. Thank you for that. We'll go max points on Dixon, Petty, and Williams. Those are the big three. Yeah, I always fucking forget about that ability, but again, for our skill tree, like, we're already maxed out for recruitment, so I just kind of forgot about it. In fairness, I do think an ability like that should just work, even if, you know, you're not first, but it's also because I'm trying to cover for making a really dumb mistake. But, you know, what are you going to do? So through the bye week, we open up our season against LSU. Oh my God. Being in the second highest tier of these custom conferences is a nightmare, man. Like every week, it's just all right. Like, you know, now this is a risky Google, but you know the SpongeBob spanking line? You know, like that, like that's what this conference feels like, is this meme of just LSU, Oklahoma, Michigan, Texas, like just, ugh. How the hell did I have an NCAA player of the week? I didn't play. Thanks for the XP. Let's focus on recruitment here. And see what we can do. Obviously, we'll have more points available to us this week. I want to reset the points. Thank you. And then no scholarship. Are we in first for anybody? Oh, God. Denman, we are super far back. Yeah, that's the one issue, is if I don't send a scholarship offer early, we fall way fucking behind. Which is why I don't really like to utilize the Saban factor. You know what? Fuck it. For these guys, it's just we're falling so far back. We need the points boost from the scholarship so that we don't immediately fall out of the conversation. So we have 6,000 points amongst 28 people. That comes out to about 214 points a person. So we will do the 210 per person because of the carryover, and then the highest rated dudes will get whatever's left. Yeah, 210 points per person to try and put up a good fight here. The good news is we have more players on this list this year than last year. It's just there's also a negative to that, and you can't spend as much time on everybody. I do wish, one of my big requests is, if I know they've apparently changed recruiting for 25, but my hope is that they have an option to evenly divide the points amongst players on your list if the system is similar to this. So, Rowan, like I said, I don't even really bother trying to get players to insta-commit. I can honestly just take the freaking points off of it. Unless we're automatically in first for somebody. You see, for most of these guys, we're 400, 500, 600 points back. Some guys were like 1,200 points back. It's like I need to immediately send those scholarship offers out just to try and get their interest up before they kick us to the curb. So, I hope Dynasty is good. So, you know, I've always said this, like I can play Madden franchise and enjoy it for what it is. There's no denying, like in terms of what it could be, should be, it's not even close. But I can enjoy it for what it is. It does look like with 25 for CFB that they have prioritized Dynasty, and I think that's a smart move on their part. Like for year one, prioritize Dynasty, make people happy, and then slowly they'll start putting more of the focus on Ultimate Team and shit like that. But at least there will be a good game that didn't come out in 2013 that it's like, okay, the other ones that come after too much Ultimate Team focus, at least I have 25, you know? Also, we're an A- team this year, so we did improve, but let's do it. Season opener against LSU. Why the hell not? Can I make them purple people eaters? Apparently their home and the way is the same. I kind of forgot about that. Oh, they don't have purple pants? Can I make you all gold? Nope. Well, here we go then. We'll just wear the all whites. Of course, we only have the white helmet too. There we go. Start of a new season. What's the worst that could happen? Operation Don't Get Relegated is back underway for the second year in a row. Even though we are superior to a team like LSU, it doesn't feel like we are. So, see how she goes. Another season of Wyoming foosball. God help me. Oh, Wyoming was featured in the trailer a ton. It's hilarious. All right. Here we go. As we do, we will sim the first quarter. We only had one no-touching victory last year in terms of like jumping in. We had a couple of menu simmed wins last year. 7-7 is the score at the end of the first. Make it 14-7 LSU. Oh, offense, where are you? 14-10, 17-14. Okay, it is a close game, but there we go. Third quarter. What do we got here? 24-14. Oh my God. Wow, that happened out of nowhere. 31-14, 6:22 to go. 31-21 with 4:20 to go. Don't blow this. Oh, don't blow this. Don't blow this. They have 39 seconds. Do I trust the team not to blow it just so that I can play a clip? I don't think I do trust them. I think that's asking too much. 39 seconds. If they blow this, man. If they blow this. Please don't blow this. Boys, you got 39 seconds to survive, beating LSU on the road to start the season.
He's taken down around the 38-yard line. He's been destroying the secondary today, racking up big yardage. That gives him 200. And the defense.
The good news is they don't have any timeouts.
Just hasn't mattered. This receiver is still having his way with the defense.
Throws it to the outside. And a nice catch there before he stepped out of bounds.
He fucking caught that.
First and 10. Ball on the 45.
Ball at the 45. 27 seconds left in regulation.
And got him. And it's a whole new ball game. He makes the PAT. So a short three-play, 87-yard drive.
What was that, 18 seconds? Like 3 plays, 18 seconds? It's 35-31 LSU with 21 seconds to go. We're going to go for the return here. I know it's going to waste time, but we're dangerous on kick returns. We're dangerous on kick returns. 99 speed. Run that clock down, baby boy. Let's go. Oh, the kick returns. 99 speed kick returner. The monstrosity strikes. Yet somehow it doesn't feel like this game is over. They have 6 seconds. That is way too much time. That is way too much time. Let's be honest. Jesus. Just boot it. I don't want it to be playable. They don't have any timeouts, so if we boot it, play back, they can't really go for the field goal. They won't have time to spike it. Shout out to Jag, by the way, for the, my God, 48 months on the primer. Thank you very much for that, my man. Appreciated. Everybody back! Everybody back! Intercepted! It's Genghis Khan, John Wayne, to seal the deal. He went for the check down. That would have been game no matter what. How the hell did we just win that? With a kick return, kick a field goal to cover the spread. Did you see what just happened? and you want me to tempt fate by trying to kick a field goal that you know would be blocked. Game over. We somehow escaped with our lives. I'm not risking anything to screw that up. Wyoming steals a week 1 or week 2 victory in our season opener against the LSU Tigers. Jesus Christ, a new season, and within moments, the cardiac Cowboys let you know that they are back and in full force. It took an ungodly kick return with a 99 speed threat to get it done, but we got it done, and certainly ran off a couple of seconds there too to help the cause. This team, you know, it doesn't matter like what time of year I play it. If I take a break and come back to this game, this team is determined to put me into an early grave. And I'm trying to do that enough with the sedentary lifestyle and unhealthy eating habits. They're just trying to make it faster. $1 billion bottle job, up to a 96 overall, did not have the best game of his career. Completion percentage was good, but man, just 1 touchdown, like that is just a lack of capping things off. And it is because we went to the running game a bit. But it also shows that, like, okay, you know, the passing game wasn't really able to cap off these drives. We had to turn to the rushing game to do it. I mean, the longest rush for Light Dish was 7 yards. That's just 100% capping off drives with the running game. It was tight end Mesh Chaps that had the deal. So, you know, Reaver, that's fair. That's fair. 10 broken tackles. I mean, he's a monster of a power back, for sure. But the middle linebacker, Genghis Khan, John Wayne. And, of course, Kim Kardashian, 1 for 1, also 5 for 5 on the point after. Oh, boy. The one and... Oh, my God. Wyoming Cowboys. That is the only way to describe what the hell just happened there. Good Lord. Whew. I'll take it. I'll take it. As they say, a win is a win is a win. First game jitters. Yeah, that's one way to put it. And our reward in week 3 is to play Notre Dame. Remember when I said that being in this particular conference was like that SpongeBob meme? Yeah, beat LSU. Surely we got Notre Dame. Notre Dame's higher ranked, but maybe. Just maybe. Yeah, they're up to number 7. They have yet to play, though. We're up to number 18. You also have USC and Georgia to look forward to. Reminder for anybody who didn't see our fucking schedule this year. We have Notre Dame, UCLA, Texas, Tennessee, Air Force, Western Michigan, West Virginia, Oregon, USC, Georgia, Minnesota. How would I pronounce this name? A-W-S-T-A. Osta? Austa. Osta. Osta. Oscar. Number 17, Texas 0-2. I mean, look, they're 0-2, but you can imagine that they are playing incredibly tough competition like we are. Again, this is our division. It's Minnesota, Oregon, Texas, West Virginia, and UCLA. Like, that's not easy. And, of course, the other side is Tennessee, LSU, Michigan, Auburn, Notre Dame, Air Force. I'd much rather be in the division that we're in over this side. It's apparently pronounced Augusta. No, it's not. You can't just look at stuff and be like, this is how it's pronounced. That's not how it works. Fuck off. It's fucking Welsh, isn't it? Oh, my God. Well, let's see if we have good news recruitment-wise, and then I don't know if we're going to play Notre Dame. I might need to... Oh, my God. I don't even know. So let's see. Running back. We are now in the lead for Cedric Phillips. Now, again, you could argue, would we have been if we had waited to hand out the deal? The scholarships? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, we're still pretty far back for some of those top tackles. 1,500 points is normally a death sentence. I'm not giving up on anybody until they lock us out. Even Denman. We're probably out on Denman. But I don't have really anybody on the short list of like, oh, well, let's get this guy and he's okay. Like, we're talking sub 70 overalls to do that. So yeah, we're not giving up on anybody. We're going to keep fighting. And then the top ranked dude, let's get more points on Ross Dixon, more points on Rashad Petty. For the highest rated players, that'll be our game plan there. Screw it, I gotta know. We are better than Notre Dame in every regard, apparently. 93 overall to 86. Good guys wearing white. The Wyoming Cowboys. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Right. Right. Well, here we are.
Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you.
Can we make it 2 big wins in a row? LSU and now hopefully Notre Dame to begin this campaign. Get the opening kickoff. Okay. Let's do this. Gentlemen, you had a hot start against LSU and then you crapped out. We are up 7-0 though. Touchdown for Light Dish. So again, strategy of get it to the end zone and let Saddle Light Dish cap it off. Seems to be working. It's 14-14. 21-14 just before the half. Say 28-14. 28-17. Heading into the fourth, another lead. Now we almost blew it to LSU. Now we're up 35-17. They threw an interception on the very next play. 42-17 for the first time this season. And for the first time in almost a goddamn year.
No touching! No touching! No touching!
No help necessary. 42-24. The Cowboys take down Notre Dame. Whew. They did not outscore us in a single quarter. It was 14-all in the second. What a game for Bottle Job. 482 yards, 5 touchdowns. Did throw his first pick of the year, but it's now a 6-to-1 ratio on the year thus far. Rushing touchdown for Light Dish. Again, the running game wasn't huge for us, which isn't surprising. Monster games for the top 2 wideouts, Al Capone and Crazy Monstrosity. Look at that. 5 touchdown passes to 5 different targets. The only sack allowed by Mongolian Warlord. And defensively, only 1 tackle for loss, but 2 interceptions. Squeezy Jaqueezy the second and Genghis Khan John Wayne. This guy picks off everything as a middle linebacker. He is unreal. Our kicker missed a field goal because, of course, but, you know, we won 42-24. I feel like that would be nitpicking to try and find an issue with it. But also, Kim, for the love of God, kick a field goal. For the love of God. Not bad. Not a bad way to start the year. 2 very tough teams. And now comes UCLA, which, again, right now they're not ranked, but they are in our division. And for good reason. I mean, again, they're in that second tier. They are one of the... God, what is the math on that? One of the best 18 programs in the country right now? Think is the math. Yeah, I can math. I can math at 3 in the morning. It's fine. Dad disappointed in me. I mean, I don't know. Hey, our defensive coordinator finally got better. That our fucking board won't improve. We move up to number 15. UCLA, though, 0-3 on the season, so that is promising. For the coordinator, block shedding, power and finesse moves, the stamina increase, zone coverage, man coverage, and press. I need that defensive line to be as efficient as possible. Like, we have to pressure quarterbacks. So, let's see. Air Force is ranked. Texas isn't. So you got Minnesota also at 2-0. They're number 9 in the country. Oregon's unranked. West Virginia's unranked. UCLA is unranked. And the Longhorns are looking shaky. Holy shit. Outscored. 61-4, 94 against. UCLA has also allowed 122 points in 3 games. You know? It's kind of nice to not see us with the worst defense in the, in the conference. Huh. Well, how do you like that? Just means they're due. Reaver, you're right. You don't have to say it. You're not wrong, but you don't have to say it. Like I said, we're just going to keep fighting for people. Screw it. Screw it, screw it, screw it. Got to keep expectations grounded. I have no expectations. My hopes and dreams are dead. We can alter this a little bit, though. Since we have that 1,000 point lead, almost 1,300 point lead for Williams, we can drop the points a bit. We're definitely out on Denman, but I don't give up. Not anymore. Anybody else we have a big lead for? Probably not. We're still going to be fighting for the vast majority of guys, and some of these players, like I know realistically we have no shot at getting them. But like I said, I'm going to try something different this year and not give up until they lock us out. So we got a few extra points. We can put those on Petty, and then we'll go after Denman to try and make a bit more of a dent. So screw it. One more go around. UCLA. Let's see if they can ruin our season. They have been dog water to start the year. 86 over 80 rated defense, but a 93 offense. Holy shit. Our offense, especially our quarterback, and again, 3 straight road games to start the year. If our quarterback cannot rip apart an 80 rated defense, there's something wrong. That's all I can say. Can't wait to score only 10 on them. I love that we have been so hurt that we have no optimism when there should be optimism, because that is the right way to go about things. Let's be honest. Shiny helmets. All right. The Rose Bowl. Heads never fails, baby. And we will defer. Bill Belichick style. You know how it is. First quarter, this is a must win. If we have any hopes or expectations for this season, this is a game against a struggling opponent that we cannot lose. Any dream of a national title or of being promoted up to that Superior 6, that elite class, this has to be a win. And right now, it is a fucking demolition. 42-3 at halftime. UCLA's defense is horrific. It is now 42-17. Make it 49-17. 49-24. Your final is 52-24. Make it 2 in a row.
No touching! No touching! No touching!
The Wyoming Cowboys, 3-0 to start the season as we put up 52 on UCLA. Bottle job, 6 touchdowns, 1 pick. He was sacked 3 times. Only 356 yards. I thought it would be more. But 95 yards on the ground for Light Dish. That is not typical for this team and our setup currently. Bottle job also had a rushing touchdown. Yeah, 108 yards on 7 receptions for Monstrosity. He had 2 touchdowns. Microwave Sounds had 3. And then defensively, I saw a lot of turnovers. 4 sacks, all from defensive linemen. Of course, we didn't have the interception. Forced fumbles, 2 forced fumbles, each with a recovery. And our kicker, hey, Kim Kardashian making the kicks. Cowboys 3-0. 3-0. God, who's next? Who's next? Week number 5. Look, I know they're not as good as they used to be. I know they've struggled this season. But I can't not see the Texas Longhorns on the schedule and not be nervous. It's just always going to be the case. I do want a quick update on recruitment. And, well, we didn't get locked out for anybody. That's good news. We are number 11 in the nation. The Longhorns are 0-4 on the year, having lost to Michigan, Oklahoma, Air Force, and then Auburn in overtime. We're perfect at 3-0. It's going to be only our second divisional game. An interesting scenario moving forward, especially with somebody in the Heisman conversation. I don't want to put pressure on us. I don't want to. But it feels like there's pressure mounting.